Pecha Kucha 52, Colt Cougar, and the Mystic Moor. So, long-time friend of mine, Certain, who also goes by various other aliases, including the Mystic Moor, the newest one, and LiRuBlack. He's put together a kind of a Discord package, and he's dragging me along for the ride. So the core focus of this is basically to get us to just do stuff regularly and have somewhere to post it, so there's a little bit of inbuilt accountability. And Discord is like Skype or something, or WhatsApp. You can have your little forums and put your stuff up, right? So this is my Colt Cougar avatar. This is what I'm using as my little picture whenever I have a Colt Cougar account. I was thinking I had to brighten it up because it seems kind of dark when it's small, but that was kind of the point. It's supposed to be silhouette-y, so I kind of just left it as it is. It's a sloppy rush job picture, but you know what? That's who I am. Why hide it? So one of the core tenets of this is this idea of doing daily sketches. So he's got a few websites and links to them and stuff for where we can get that stuff. And daily sketches offer an incredibly broad amount of ways to do interesting things to improve our skills and keep things interesting. So this is one of the websites, sketchdaily.net. And I just thought, let's see how you can construct these things. You pick from your little lists, and then it generates an image, and it gives you a timer, so you kind of have as long as you have. Looks like 10 minutes is the max. So I just put in like fully clothed male standing, and this is what I got. It's not what I thought I'd get. He's wearing like knee pads and he's holding a book, and it's like, okay, fine. But there's an awful lot to focus on, like clothing and posture and stuff like that. So it looks like it could be interesting. Another one of the tabs is programs. So Clip Studio Paint, I think that's what Manga Studio Pro renamed itself as. You got Anime Studio there because they haven't renamed themselves yet, I guess, or the video's old. So there's a lot of different programs out there you can use. So there's kind of a repository forum for that stuff. He also, the Mystic Moor Certain, also kind of gave me his brushes to work with, and it seems like a really good set. I'm in this awkward position of where I'm trying to reevaluate what it is I want out of Photoshop. So I'm just messing around with some of these brushes, and there's texture brushes in there. There's like some soft spray brushes in there, some kind of smooth painterly other things going on. So there's a broad selection of things, and I have to figure out how exactly I apply them to the artwork I'm trying to create. Original characters tab, he's got his massive kind of magnum opus bathhouse, so he'll have his stuff in there. I'll have my Seven Demon shit. Smiley Show isn't really full of original characters. I might drop a smiley picture in there once, but Vegeta, kind of not mine. M Bison, kind of not mine. YouTube channels. This could get filled up super fast. There's no shortage of arts and crafts people on YouTube doing awesome things like sculpture. I saw a guy make a Fox McCloud out of clay. It was awesome, and it was awesome because he was doing it with his hands. That's kind of why people take digital art less serious than normal art. So this is interesting to look at. So yeah, this was literally created during the week, and already there's a third person in here, and I don't know if it's someone that we both know, and I don't know that we know him because we're all using aliases. But yeah, there's a real opportunity to grow this into a community, and that would be a great long-term goal, although the short-term goal is just for us to do stuff regularly. So I'm installing all my programs, and I'm trying to sort out my tablet settings, and Windows 10 apparently has two different places you go for like master options, and because I didn't know this, I couldn't figure out how to adjust my settings for way too long. So Windows 10 is just, it's messing with me. Yeah, so I did this in a sketchbook, a little A5 sketchbook, just drew a picture of a predator, put it into Photoshop, messed with the layers to make it black and white. And this is kind of what I mean when I say things like I feel like my line work suffers when I try to do it digitally, like somehow I'm losing something. Just messing around with brushes. I'm just trying to draw a little bison face, and on the right I've got another A5 sketch done with a biro, and it just somehow it feels like bad line work is somehow more forgivable when it's been done on paper. I mean, maybe it's just me and it's some kind of confirmation bias, but it made me decide I wanted to try building things out of shapes, not lines in Photoshop, but I kind of ended up just using grays and opacity of brushes, but I ended up just using like gray brushes. And it's kind of interesting when you kind of try and fill your page with shapes. It's a lot better for composition. So there's something to it. And, you know, I kind of built this little Hitman thing. The sniper rifle is a complete mess, but, you know, I was just building this out of different layers of opacity with the same brush, and that's why it's so difficult to kind of discern what's going on, because as soon as I work into it, it just gets far more complicated than just building an image out of line work. So Divinity Original Sin 2, art book, got that with the game. And it's like, if I decide I'm going to digital paint, this is kind of where it's going to end up, isn't it? And I think, is this what I want to do? I'm not adverse to it, but it's an awful lot of effort. And is that where I want to focus my efforts? You know, stuff like this that's like, I'm not going to say needlessly ornate, because there is a need for it to be ornate, but I'm not a fan of stuff that's ornate, because that's an awful lot of work, and I don't know if you get the appreciation from the people who see it. So yeah, I'm a cartoonist right now, and maybe that is ultimately where I remain. So yeah, here's a quote for the ages. Schedule that, dude. My key to success is to just take this long list of things I have to do and then just do a little bit every day. Figure out a way that doesn't feel invasive, or, you know, it needs to be kind of like a job, but it doesn't need to be so much like a job I feel like I'm a goddamn dustbin man. So, you know, this Discord with me and certain, hopefully this will form some good habits, start that good rhythm, and we can push, you know, things for the next 52 Pecha Kuchas coming. Second year of my YouTube content, and I need to actually start putting out real YouTube content. We can make that stuff happen. So that's Pecha Kucha 52. It's been a year. Here comes the next one. Let's see how that goes. All right, see you next time.